Okay, I'm making a little video about how important everybody's job is. Everybody plays a part. Some people are doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs. You might work as a mechanic. You might work as an electrician, a plumber. You don't know what, but your job affects somebody else. So I want to share with you what happened to us last night. Brooke and a bunch of the other grandkids came up, and we had our annual cookie cookout thing for Christmas time, and we had a good turnout, had lots of fun. But Brooke mentioned that she had her oil changed a couple weeks ago, and she'd been noticing that she was having puddles, up under her car. And some of her other, her papa on her husband's side, Brandon, and Brandon had seen a little bit of oil in the driveway. So they thought of it last night, and we went to check it out, especially Scott, because he enjoys doing the work on the vehicles, and he felt it was especially important with the two children and the baby, all the way from North Florence, all the way over here, and wanted that car to be right. So when he checked it, we didn't have any oil on the dipstick at all, none. It wasn't even showing at all in our driveway. We did notice there was some oil underneath the car, so went and got the floor jacked it up, put a jack stand under it, reached up under there and looking around and putting the flashlight on everything, and found out that the filter wasn't tightened. Now, I don't know how that oil stayed in that vehicle that long, but she ended up losing close to 5 quarts. And you might not think that's a big deal, but it is a big deal. If she'd have got in her car, most likely, and drove from our house in Russellville all the way back to Florence, most likely she'd have blew that motor up. Now, where would she have blown it up? Well, we don't know. Somewhere on the 4-lane, somewhere, might have made it to her driveway. We don't know. But she would have been possibly stranded in the middle of the street with those children with a blown-up motor on the side of the road in a pickle, a deep pickle. So I want to stress to you how important it is when you're doing your job that to be careful about it. Make sure you double check yourself, work a checklist. If you can't get your hand up in there, and get somebody that can tighten up that filter up. And evidently it just wasn't tightened. It was placed on the threads but not tightened up. I ended up adding close to 5 quarts oil in there, and luckily found out about 8:30 before everything was closed, and was able to get the oil and a new filter to put on there. Now, what I'd like to do is for you to at least buy the oil. I don't know what they'll require of you. At least buy the oil. She paid for it twice. Now, doggone it, we need to do better. And you might think, well, it's no big deal. It's just changing oil. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. There's a lot of people that get their oil changed that don't do it themselves. It's an important deal. You need to pay attention to what you're doing. Learn from the mistake. So I'm not going to name the people right now. We know exactly who it was. I'm not going to name them. If they'll just do the right thing with Brooke and come forward and admit what they did and learn from it. And if you'll do that and take care of her, we're not wanting to profit from this at all, but learn from it and don't make the same mistake with other people. These young mothers and families and people that are scraping by, some of them, they're very dependent on their vehicles, and a $5,000 to $8,000 engine would have been tough on them. So come forward, do the right thing. I won't name the name, but if you don't, I'll most likely attach the name of the business that did this on this video. I hate to bring you bad stuff. I always want to brag on people and businesses, and they're doing well. And we can do well, but we can do better. God bless you. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. I'll try to make another video before Christmas time gets here, but I hope that you have a great day with your family. I hope everything's going well. It's not going to be perfect. Things are hard to do. We're not trying to meet man's requirement. We're trying to meet God's is what we're doing. And the main thing is, with families and friends and neighbors, is that we realize that we're all in the same boat together. We're all human beings created by God in His image. And may we take this time that we have set aside, not necessarily the right day, but this is the day we've set aside to celebrate our Savior's birth. God bless you. Catch you later. Bye-bye.